Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Click Capital. My name's Jared and I'm excited to share details with you today about a new service I'm launching soon on the 8th of July. Designed for active stock investors like yourself, I think you're going to find it pretty interesting and different to anything else you've seen out there before. So without any further ado, let me introduce you to the new Stock Pick service by Click Capital. And you might be thinking, gee Jared, what's so different about a stock pick service? Isn't there hundreds of them out there? Well, yes there is, but stick with me and I'll explain why mine's a bit different and how I'm going to stay accountable to you, a potential follower of this service. First, let me just quickly explain why I created it, and then I'll get into the details about it, and including my stock investing strategy. So first off, almost every week, I get someone reaching out to me saying, hey Jared, do you have a stock tip service, alerts, a Discord, trading room, live chat, things like this all the time. As many of you know, I run the daily market review, where I'll occasionally share some positions that I'm in and other stocks I'm watching. However, I wanted to create a formal service where I could just focus exclusively on stock picks and running a portfolio separate from the daily market review, which is designed to give active traders and investors a rundown of the day's events across financial markets, the news, data and charts, things like that. Whereas with this service, I want to focus solely on the stock picks, running a portfolio and demonstrating disciplined wealth building over time. And I honestly enjoy the challenge of investing and helping others as well all around the world. I've had the privilege of interacting with investors from over 40 countries who watch my daily market review. We're hitting new records every month, total audience now over 10,000 and growing. And so what exactly makes this different from other services out there? Like I said, it's not too hard to find the stock picks, trading alerts, membership, clubs out there. They seem to be everywhere. Just about every financial YouTuber has one. Well, the difference with mine is I'm getting straight to the point. There's no fluff and filler. I've taken a look at what's out there, and just about every other trading membership, club or alert service just overloads you with information, webinars, live streams, sending you hundreds of charts, daily watch lists, pre-market, post-market analysis, along with vague trading ideas they call out in the Discord and live trading room. And then when you look around or ask them for a track record, there's nothing to be seen. So it's like they're giving you a part-time job and don't put their money where their mouths are. There's no proof they're trading them in their actual account. They're just kind of calling out trades or telling you after the fact what they've done. And you can kind of think of it as like someone inviting you over their house for dinner, and then they cook you this dinner, sit down at the table with you and just watch you eat it without eating any of it themselves. Kind of raises a huge red flag, doesn't it? So the difference from other services and my stock pick service is I'll be investing in my own picks. And I've only actually given out one paid stock pick, which was last November. Some of you watching will remember this. New Lake Capital Partners, NLCP. And I gave it out in November on a special presentation that I charged for just before earnings. Stock was around the mid 12s, and 6 months later, it climbed over 50%, not including dividend payments, which it still has an annualized yield of 8.6%. So I know I've given out many loose ideas on my daily market review. However, I've only ever given out one stock pick, and that was this one, New Lake Capital Partners. So for this stock pick service, I've actually opened a brand new trading account with a simple app-based broker, nothing too flash or complex. And I'm going to invest my own money into all of my stock picks after I give them out to paid members. Not before, not trying to do any front running or small penny stocks or anything like that. It'll only be liquid securities that I'll actually be buying myself the day after I give out the pick. And so as part of that, I'm going to embark on $1 million trading challenge, because my stock pick service is going to be just as much a demonstration of disciplined saving, consistent application, coupled with a successful investment strategy and portfolio management, showing how to grow wealth over time. It's nothing about get rich quick schemes or delusional claims, make 1,000% or anything crazy like this. This is all about realistic, wholesome, solid wealth building over time. And so I thought long and hard about this, and I considered sharing one of my existing investing accounts. However, instead of giving away my family's privacy and not wanting to be seen as a show-off, as some may consider them relatively large accounts, what I thought would be more interesting and relevant is to start from scratch. Start with nothing. And every week I'm going to put $500 of my own money into each stock pick I give out. I'll be sending members one new stock pick every Sunday morning, and on the next day on Monday, I'll be buying it in my new trading account. And so I've worked out, starting with $500 on week one, contributing $2,000 a month, about $500 a week, growing the weekly contributions by 10% a year. I'll have to earn a bit over 19% a year to reach my target I've taken the account to $1 million in under 10 years. And if I'm successful over that 10 years, that'll mean approximately $383,000 in total contributions, meaning I'd need to make about $617,000 in total profits. To reach my goal of hitting $1 million in under 10 years, I've been running this service and the new account for the last 3 weeks. Currently invested $1,500, $500 every week, and this is just with a local, simple app-based broker, similar to Robinhood. That's my local currency, New Zealand dollars, currently just up a little bit, and there's the 3 current open positions I have. My first 3 stock picks: Palantir, GigaCloud, and Crocs. So the idea with this service and what makes it different from everything else out there is I'm putting my money where my mouth is and want to demonstrate what proper wealth building looks like. And I understand putting in $500 every week isn't possible for a lot of people, as I have viewers from all walks of life from all around the world following me. However, for some others, maybe with a partner, that's possible. Maybe with a side hustle, disciplined saving, that's possible. But at the end of the day, regular contributions, dollar cost averaging, even if it's $50, $100 a week, is one of the only 2 free lunches you'll find on Wall Street, the other being diversification. Dollar cost averaging creates a really smooth equity curve, makes it a lot psychologically easier to stay in the market, stick to a strategy, and you're not really at the whims of short-term volatility as you're dollar cost averaging into the market every week when the market goes up and down. And so $500 a week is a level I'm comfortable with. I know everyone else will have a different level, some less, some more, but I will be taking this 100% seriously, as this is definitely another asset of mine I want to grow to $1 million US in under 10 years. Who knows, it may take a little longer, and possibly with a few good years, we could get there a lot sooner as well. Like I said, after 10 years, starting at $500 a week, increasing weekly contributions by 10% per year, so next year will be $550 per week. After 10 years, it'll mean I've contributed about $383,000. I'll need to earn on average bit over 19% a year to make about $617,000 in profits. And so 19% I think is achievable, especially when investing in small and growing small caps, dollar cost averaging, and just sticking to good quality stocks that are going up in price. But like I said, it's a realistic number. You won't hear many other trading gurus and all these other membership and chat rooms and live streams that you see all over the place. Some of them will even tell you they're trying to make 19% a week, other crazy things like that. And you just can't make those crazy returns without taking huge risks. So like I said, I'm about wholesome, consistent, disciplined saving and investing over time, not swinging for the fences, not taking crazy risks, not going to blow up our account, we're just going to grow it over time. And so what's exactly included in my new stock pick service? So first off, you'll receive 1 new stock pick every week, sent to members at 8 a.m. every Sunday morning New York time. And like I said, I'll place the trade in my new account the day after at a random time. My trades are open on average around 6 months. Winners can be a bit longer, losers a bit less. And again, before exiting, I'll send an alert to my members telling them what I'm exiting, why, and again, I'll trade the next day. And so here's an example of what you'll receive every Sunday morning. This is my first stock pick, Palantir. Like I said, I've just been operating it behind the scenes for 3 weeks while I develop the back end, make sure everything's running smoothly before I launch in a little over a week from now. So every Sunday morning, I'll send you my latest stock pick, details on the company, what industry it's in, along with what they do, quick description, link to their website, along with clear-cut bullet points on why I like them, why they've attracted my attention, along with the latest numbers, as I base my picks on market research, along with fundamental and technical analysis. And so that's something else I want to do in my stock pick service, is not just tell you what I'm buying, but instead give you the reasons why I'm buying, so you can learn why I'm investing in a particular stock, and you'll also learn why I'm getting out. Basically, I'll be monitoring the technicals and fundamentals of all my open positions, and when one or both of them deteriorate, I will get out, sticking to classic investing principles of cutting my losses and running my winners. Also included in this service is a detailed and private members area, which you can see here, in which I've given a much more detailed explanation of my investing strategy and what to expect. You can also come to the open picks page and you'll see details of the current open picks, the price I paid, the last price, updated every 15 minutes, what the open gain and loss is, the current US dollar value in my trading account, sector allocation, and records of everything that was emailed to members. Links to the current stock picks, so you can go through and see everything that was previously sent. And most importantly, performance. You can follow my path to $1 million, and all the values shown in here are in US dollars. Since we're only trading US stocks and securities, most of my audience is in North America, so you can follow each week what the actual account value is in US dollars. Every Sunday this will be updated with all the latest stats, progress, how much has been invested, realized profit and loss, simple return, and time-weighted return, which is the best measure when you're regularly investing like I do. Like I said, it's really the best strategy, especially when you're in your working age. Under the age of 65 before retirement, contributing every week or even every month is really the best way to grow wealth over time. And so a time-weighted return it counts for those cash flows, whereas a simple return just looks at what the total gain versus the total amount invested is. And that's one thing I'll be sticking to with my service, 100% transparency. Like I said, I'll be making all the trades after I give them out. There'll also be a track record of all my closed picks, links to what was emailed to members, and in the records section, there'll be screenshots of all the trades straight from my trading account, so you can click on them and see exactly the price I paid, and like I said, all the trades made after I've sent out the picks to members, not beforehand. So the goal is to do everything out in the open, keep it simple, keep it clean, no fluff, no filler, just straight up give them my picks, why I'm buying them, trading them in a real account, showing everything out in the open, and then also sending exit alerts before I sell as well. In addition to that, on the first of every month, I will send a monthly report to all members showing what last month's performance was, along with some portfolio and market commentary. Again, just keeping you updated on everything that's happening, along with reviewing our latest picks and what we've closed and how the market's going. And just to be clear, the path won't be paved with roses. There will be ups and downs. We will have some down months. We won't outperform the market every month. The goal is to outperform the market over time, along with consistent saving and hit our $1 million goal within 10 years. So just a bit about my investing strategy and how I plan to effectively grow wealth over time. So first off, like I said, number one most important thing, consistent saving and contribution. Starting at $500 a week, increasing that 10% per year. And I have a holistic investing strategy based on my ongoing market research that you see and hear every day on the daily market review, quantitative screening, and using my own custom fundamental and technical indicators to find the best opportunities. I only invest in liquid common stocks, American depository receipts, that's foreign companies listed on the New York Stock Exchange and NASDAQ, real estate investment trusts, that's REITs, and ETFs. All long only, no penny stocks, no derivatives, and no shorting. Just simple, clean, long only on liquid securities. And just a bit about my risk management. Like I said, sticking to classic trading principles of cutting losses. On average, my trades will be open for around 6 months, with losers open for less time and winners open for longer. As I cut losses and never hold on to a losing investment for too long, I actually add and hold on to winners for as long as possible through my portfolio management, which I'll explain shortly. But my picks can be open anywhere from 2 weeks to 2 years. So to be clear, this is not day trading, it's not swing trading, you could call it almost active investing. It's on to portfolio management. Since I'm buying a new stock every week with fresh funds that I'm depositing into the account, what do I do when I sell a stock? Well, at the start of every month, all proceeds from the previous month stock sales will be reinvested equally across all open positions, subject to a minimum of 10. So that has two benefits. First off, since I hold winners open a lot longer than losers, that ends up pyramiding into winning positions, and that can really help create some large winning trades. Second, since I have a minimum of 10, that means at the start of the month, if I had less than 10 positions open, I wouldn't reinvest any excess cash from the previous month's stock sales until the next month where I do have a minimum of 10 positions open. And so basically when the market pulls back sharply, I'll most likely be exiting a number of positions. Could take the total positions down to under 10, because within a year we should reach like our terminal rate of about 25-30 positions open at any given time. And so it kind of acts as a bit of an index filter, regime filter. When the market's selling off, it'll allow a cash position to build. And when the market stabilizes or we're finding some uptrending securities, the portfolio has more than 10 positions, then we can reinvest all the cash proceeds back. And then it also prevents adding too much cash to just a handful of positions, just a couple of positions, which we don't want to do that. So like I said, that coupled with dollar cost averaging can create a really smooth and strong equity curve over the long term. And like I said, that's psychologically a lot easier to stick to than just investing a huge amount all at once. Even Warren Buffett says it's better to invest bit by bit, week by week, month by month as the way to really grow wealth in the stock market over time. And so in addition to that, I've also got limits on how many positions I can have open in any given sector, along with limits on other risk factors. Portfolio is not just going to be 100% in growth stocks, 100% in value stocks, 100% in American stocks, 100% in technology. It's going to be a mix of factors and sectors in the portfolio, and investing in a wide range of assets for diversification to overcome bear markets. Because as you'll often hear me say on the daily market review, the US stock market is vulnerable to underperformance over the next 10 years and potentially a bear market or even crash next year, 2026. And so how does my strategy going to do through that? Well, pretty much like every long investment strategy, it'll most likely go into a drawdown. There's no hiding from that. There's no reward without risk. However, that's why we dollar cost average and just keep powering ahead. So number one, we'll be trading through the drawdown, not trying to avoid it, but we will mitigate it by having a diverse portfolio and the fact that I can invest in over 4,000 liquid securities, not just American stocks, but also ADRs, American Depository Receipts. So we can invest in companies that don't actually run their business in America. And since I can invest in REITs and ETFs, I can also invest in other asset classes like bonds and commodities. And I've got simple rules for helping me decide with that. For here and now, the stock market is uptrending, and as long as the market's uptrending, we'll be tilting more towards stocks, higher beta investments. However, when that changes, the market's downtrending, we'll lower the beta, we'll go for more diversification. But right now, it's a bit of a stock picker's market, really high dispersion. And so, like I said, my investments and portfolio construction is based on current conditions, looking top down, combined with bottom up analysis, looking at individual assets, fundamentals and technicals, and then just making a decision on what is the best opportunity at that point of time every week, whilst also paying attention to the portfolio and keeping that diversified. So the main benefit of joining this service when I launch it is that you'll get a formal channel to receive my stock picks every week, private members backend, the monthly report, and the idea is to follow and watch me build some real wealth over time. Like I said, we're not trying to get rich overnight or do anything crazy, not starting with $1 million, just starting with a modest amount contributed each week. And I want to show that investing regularly pays off in the long term. You don't have to try and hit it out of the park, put your whole portfolio into one small crazy stock. Instead, I'll be buying a new stock or other security every week. And as long as the fundamentals and technicals are going in the right direction, we'll continue to hold it until one or both of them are not, remaining mostly systematic. And just to be clear, the service isn't financial advice. It's designed as an educational service to follow my journey, starting off regular and disciplined saving along with successful investing and portfolio management to, like I said, create some meaningful amount of wealth over time. I'll be taking it seriously. I really want to turn this new account into over $1 million in under 10 years. And so I'll be doing my best to achieve that whilst being 100% transparent with this new account of mine all along the way. And so if you'd like to find out whether I'm a diamond-handed, disciplined and committed investor for the long term who can really build wealth, or am I a paper-handed, complete degenerate gambler who's going to blow up his account? Well, if you'd like to find out and follow my journey, then stay tuned into this channel or jump on over to my website, clickcapital.io, and get on my email list. And I'll notify you once my new stock pick service is launched in a little over a week from now, opening on Monday night, the 8th of July. And like I said, if you've subscribed to my YouTube channel or follow me on X or you're on my email list, then you'll get a special discount offer for the first week. And like I said, I'm really excited to start this service and share this journey with you guys. And I'm going to do my best to show what disciplined wealth building looks like. And with modest weekly contributions, good investments, sticking to the plan, good portfolio management, I'm going to do my best to turn it into over $1 million in under 10 years. So I'm interested to hear your feedback or any questions or concerns you may have. You're welcome to drop a comment underneath this video or send me an email. Otherwise, stay tuned in for the launch on the 8th of July. Speak to you soon, guys. Cheers.